Welcome back to the Step Sergeant Podcast, where we talk about service and those who survived it. Joining us today for your listening pleasure is our host, Tim Hunsaker,
What's up, guys?
co-host being myself, Eric Hunter, and Nassim Johnson.
What's up, y'all? I'm finna co-host the fuck out you step listeners. Let's go. Come on, let's do it.
Listeners.
Let's do it.
What's up, step brother?
I'm stuck. Step Sergeant. Fuck.
All right. And, of course, we always got to have a topic of the day. Tim, what's our topic?
So our topic today is what's a military rule that exists because someone somewhere messed it up?
That's fair. The number of times that I've been in a discussion and somebody's like, why do we do this? And I'm just like, because somebody did it wrong. Yeah. So now we have a rule where we do it right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a good one. I have high hopes for this.
This shit is legendary, Trade-Off. Like,
yeah.
I think Trade-Off is the number one
it wouldn't be a rule if somebody didn't fuck it up.
Facts.
That's 100%. Like, that is the line that I have been hit with and hit other people with.
Can't have your phone in class? Somebody probably fucked that up.
Yeah. Like, that's the crazy thing is sometimes there's those, like, wild rules, and you're like, why do we even have this wild of a rule? Because we had to create a rule, because there wasn't a rule before, but somebody did it, and we were like, that's not okay.
We had to put it in the rules.
We had to make a rule because it's that wild. Like in our last episode talking about walking on the grass. Anyway, yes. That's my TED talk. We'll go on that at another time.
Yeah.
But no, let's start reading off some comments. Go for it, Tim.
All right. First comment is a few that I remember from winter safety briefs. Number 1, don't use a charcoal grill in your kitchen because you don't feel like standing in the cold. Number 2, if your vehicle slides off the road in the snow and you're stranded waiting for help, don't wrap a poncho around the exhaust pipe to create a heated tent.
Oh my, wow.
And on a more serious one is that USMC boot camp didn't used to have any officers in charge until a drill instructor punished recruits by making them march in a swamp at night and some drowned. Now the unit that runs Corporal/Sergeant/Advanced course is the only one without any officers.
Yo.
I really want to just like go as far as to say survival of the fittest for like the first couple, but that last one where that's just people doing what they were told and they just fucking
facts
drowned.
Yo,
that's insane.
Free my Yusimka dog.
Marching in the swamp at night. Yep, that's crazy.
I don't even know.
Swamp Fox?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yo, dude. Yo, sorry.
Oh man, and like I've known some people to do some dumb stuff with some charcoal grills, but that definitely takes the cake.
Yeah, using it in your kitchen.
Yeah. And the exhaust pipe, like, and this, like, that is literally exactly what I'm talking about, where people do stuff and it's like, wow, that's really dumb that you would even do it. But because you did it, we now have to have a rule that you can't do it because you did it.
So, yeah, man, that cold be fucking people up, though. So, in my dog's defense.
I feel that. I feel that.
So, we have a response.
Oh, right. Shit.
Yeah, I gotta hear this.
It says, why else does a poncho have a hole in the middle for it?
Yeah.
Definitely not your head. That's crazy.
I mean, why would it be there for that?
I'm supposed to wear this thing?
My shit came with an exhaust pipe.
Exactly. I don't.
Fuck you talking about, bub?
Oh, man.
But yeah, the exhaust one, I'll be honest, I'd never heard that one before, but I feel like common sense would dictate that's not what you're supposed to do with it. Like, that just seems crazy.
To make a tent, no less.
But then, I mean, the USMC boot camp one, first of all, like, I've never been in the Marine Corps, so I didn't actually know that there was a bunch of officers now in charge of all these different things. I just assumed there's always an officer in charge somehow.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild.
Yeah. What's next on the list?
Next comment. Best one I know, and is still probably a rule. Some dumbass fell out of the back of a 5-ton and cracked his head open. Wasn't wearing a helmet. So the U.S. Army made a rule that everyone in any tactical vehicle for any reason had to wear a helmet. This ended up causing way more medical issues as every auto accident became a head or neck injury, or head and neck trauma. On the other hand, it gave idiot CSMs something to yell about during motor stables since we don't have to wear reflective vests.
True.
Very true.
Two things I'm gonna say on this.
Yes.
One is that the number of people that just slap the helmet on their head, do not strap it, nothing.
Yes.
They just slap the helmet, and so causes its own problems because you freaking hit a bump and now that helmet like flies off. And,
Yeah.
whatever. B, me being the am I going to use the word shitbag when I describe myself? Sure, we'll go with that for right now. The shitbag specialist that I would jump in Humvees and just say fuck it and not wear my helmet all the time. And I legit did smack my head because of how tight they are in there. That's what she said. And I'd smack my head on some shit and like almost fucking knock myself out. So yeah. Wear your helmet.
Yeah.
Put on your ACH.
CTE,
huh? First response. I still remember seeing an SF guy at Fort Bragg in the back of a pickup truck on top of ammo crates with no headgear. I mean, I got a story.
Yeah, you worked with SF, so you definitely have a story.
This isn't an SF related story. This is with the engineers.
That's unfortunate.
But and I won't use any names. But other than my own, Private Hunsaker.
Oh shit!
Throwback.
This is 3 drills in, real fresh. Fresh out of AIT, driving a LMTV, full of MREs and other random shit that we had to go back and get, and a couple of people in the back. So my NCO at the time, my first line leader, was telling me to hurry and was like, "Oh, this is a shortcut. Take a right." And I was like, "Oh, I've been up this road. Like, it's a shit road. Like, we weren't supposed to drive on it without permission." And he's like, "No, it'll be fine." Well, the area that I was in, it was April, so it was rainy, really rainy. And I don't know if you've ever been on like super dirty clay roads when they're wet, but shit gets stuck.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, it's a rocky road. So I'm hauling ass, and it's night. And so I take a right as I'm told, doing what the sergeant says, and start barreling down this hill. And then it hits the bottom, and it's only maybe like flat for like 20 or 30 feet before it immediately jolts back up. And then you're going up the hill over the other side, over to like the IED lanes and all that shit over there, which is where we were going. Well, there was a young female in the back of the LMTV with a couple other males. The young female was sitting directly behind the driver's cab, not on the sides like you're supposed to, on the ground. So when we abruptly went down and then abruptly went up the other side of the hill, she didn't just slide, she like flew into the back gate and shattered both of her legs.
Oh God. Yo.
And she was not wearing an LMT, wearing a helmet, so no ACH. But this is why you, 1, strap yourself in, and 2, why you sit where you're supposed to. But like the whole helmet thing, like the 2 other dudes that were in the back, they were not wearing their ACHs either, and one of them split his head open.
Oh my fucking goodness. Can I get a checkup on legs? What happened to those legs?
She ended up getting kicked out. Like, she got medically kicked out for that.
Oh, did the legs make a recovery or like?
I don't know. I never saw her.
Fucking goodness.
Well, and like,
all I can think of is because you told me to go start it. Sorry, my bad.
Oh damn,
my leg.
I mean, as horrible as it is, right? Like, I was driving, so like I took full responsibility after we found out something had happened. But you're in the LMTV, and the microphone to the back didn't work.
Yeah,
so you can't hear shit.
That shit's never worked ever.
And so like they were banging on the back, and we just thought that it was shit rattling around in the bed because that's just how those sound.
Yeah,
and so we got all the way back to where our little AO was, where we were camping, for lack of better words, in the field, and stopped. And they got out, and I got I didn't even have a chance to put the truck in bark, like hit the air brakes or anything, and I got like ripped out of it and thrown on the ground, and I was just getting like yelled at. I had no idea what the fuck was going on, and they put me over there, put my sergeant over there, found out what exactly happened, and that's when like I found out what had happened and felt horrible. And so then I ended up getting sent home, and they got put under investigation, got my license taken away, a whole bunch of other crazy shit.
Damn.
Which is wild because like drill prior to this, so I just got my license back because 2 drills prior to this one, I had been in another accident where another kid that I was the same rank as, but he'd been there for 2 years. If that gives you any constellation of why he was this rank. Told me that I didn't need to worry about making sure that a door and somebody else's vehicle was closed, and I like shattered that door.
Yeah.
I told you guys this story. I think I already told this on the pod.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, her legs were really messed up, so she got like airlifted out.
Oh,
And I mean, as far as I know, she's fine, but she did get medically discharged because they couldn't. I don't think that she could do a fitness test anymore and stuff like that.
Damn. Oh.
I'm gonna
She
go
might
out.
be okay with it.
I'm gonna go out. I hope it's my legs.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm just being honest.
Yo.
Running his ass.
Yo, you wanted to
Damn.
work though?
Yeah, you still want to be able to
that'd
do
be
some
okay.
shit with the legs, man.
Cat daddy hunt? Like wheelchair hunt?
Yeah,
Oh, hell no.
Maybe a cane. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. Nah, you can get... Nah, that'll fuck up your back, though, man.
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
I don't love my
But
back.
then your ass would be super old, bro. Like...
With a cane? I mean,
Yeah,
if
you get a cane hunt, it's over. Like...
I just gotta get
the old allegations and everything.
I gotta get a pimple walk going with it.
Oh, shit.
Moving on to happier things. The next response was those helmets are designed to protect from a completely different type of trauma and aren't going to absorb impact the same way that would really help in the situation anyway. Now, I do kind of agree with this. Like, those are ballistic helmets.
Yeah.
They are meant to absorb like shock from explosions and bullets and stuff like that, right? Like, the intent behind those helmets is to redirect ballistics, if you will.
Centripetal force.
Yeah, so like your head banging onto a steering wheel while wearing that helmet is probably going to cause more damage than good.
Well, especially considering most they fit a helmet to you, but it's like what, small, medium, and large, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
and then the foam that you put in it to try to make it better.
yeah, so it's one size fits none. So that shit's just gonna rattle your head around, which is gonna make it even worse. Yeah.
But I will say, just for typical bangs, and Kevlar do some work, do some justice. I've been for years riding around in fucking Paladin and shit. I'm telling you, you having one of them bitches on versus having that bitch off. There's a noticeable difference.
Oh yeah,
Oh for sure.
When I'm talking about climbing,
difference.
when I'm talking about climbing into vehicles and like where I busted my head open was never in like a Humvee. It was always in like ASVs and other like really fucking tight vehicles.
Because that's what the fuck that shit happened.
Yeah, where it doesn't take much to just like somebody calls your name and you just kind of like go to turn around even a little bit and you just smack your head on the turret or something.
Right, and that shit pisses me off so bad when that shit happens. I just get so fucking angry.
Oh yeah, especially when I'm not wearing my ACH. Right. I'm big bad then.
Damn, bro.
Like, damn, man, why the fuck you call my name,
Why
man?
the fuck this door frame right here, bro? Why the fuck you hit me? All the time it was me, but you know. Yeah. Some bullshit, man. Some bullshit.
Sounds about right. Anyway, moving on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually a lot people had to say on this, but I'm just going to drop all the way down to this story.
Yeah.
So who said anything? Oh, wait. So same reason you wouldn't wear a bicycle/motorcycle helmet in a war zone. They are designed for completely different things. And then this dude said something about a rollover. So everybody's done heat training, I would imagine. Okay.
Yes.
In a rollovers type situation, I don't think you could be wearing anything that's going to stop you from probably getting hurt. Now, is it going to stop you from like banging your head and immediately being, essentially knocked out? Probably.
Yeah.
But you can't escape the fact that it takes 8.5 pounds of force to break a neck, and an ACH weighs 8 pounds.
Damn.
So,
Damn.
moving into this comment, might be news for you, mate, but if a 5-ton or any other sort of vehicle, but especially military vehicles, roll over and it lands on your you're fucked regardless of what you're wearing. You're acting like a bicycle or motorcycle helmet is going to save you. It's not. Any helmet is primarily designed for low-speed impacts because past a certain point, you're dead from the impact. Motorbike helmets are rated to stay intact even when the person's skull/brain has been entirely pulped. And if a military helmet was able to stop most modern rifle calibers, not talking about ricochets or partial hits, you'd probably have a broken neck. The same goes for hard hats in construction, something I've worked in almost a decade. 99% of their function is to prevent minor injuries from people bumping their heads on scaffolding in low ceilings in tight spaces, etc. If someone drops a big wrench or a brick off the 10th floor, it's going to kill you even if your helmet doesn't break.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is absolutely fair. It literally would just keep me from bumping my head whenever I'm bitching about bumping my head. And that's about the most it's going to do for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it provides good cushion if you're sitting in the bitch seat to lean your head on the back and sleep.
You trying to take a nap.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, boy. I've done millions.
Yeah,
Oh, bro.
I've done millions, boy.
I don't know what it is about soldiers and vehicles, but it's like there's a button in the seat that when you sit on that bitch, it just puts you to sleep.
Yeah. It's them vibrations.
Ah, yeah,
too,
man.
That
And you
shit-
can't really talk.
That should rock your ass. Yeah, because you can't hear shit anyway. You don't want to talk in there. You don't want to talk in there. That's early mornings and shit too. You don't want to talk.
It's usually, we got an SP at freaking 05, which means you got to get the Humvees ready at 03.
You some dumb shit, bro. Then you still don't fucking leave till like 5:30 or something.
Bro, you're being generous when I said SP 05. You're probably leaving at like 08. The fuck?
No cap. I've had them shits happen, bro. Real shit. Like 3 hours of fucking waiting. And we was there for that bitch.
Yeah, and then you gotta go fuel up the vehicles before you leave because you just sat there with the vehicles running.
That's
waiting
the times
to
why
leave.
we was fucking late. Fucking fuelers. Hey, fucking fuelers. Fuck y'all for now. I'm playing. But you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
Shout out fuelers.
Yeah, is that what you were shouting out? Okay. Fuelers is this episode. Shout out to all fuelers this episode. We might hoe you later. Anyways,
Next comment. Don't pierce your thumbs on the electrodes of a multimeter. Salty blood is an excellent conductor, and the handful of milliamps is enough to stop your heart. Navy guy figured this one out.
Wow.
That's some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
Particular.
Yeah.
What is he hoping to achieve?
I don't know.
Well, he's dead now, I guess.
Maybe he might be dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it may have stopped the start and they may have brought him back. I don't know. It doesn't give any more context than that. That's literally it. There's no responses either.
Well,
it's just like
he
was
at least probably declared clinically dead for a second there.
Yeah, probably.
Huh.
Damn.
Huh.
But I'm sure it would at least give you like a good shock, like putting your finger in a socket or something like that. You know?
This shit would cause an irregular heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
All right, this one's interesting. Next comment is, don't stick C4 in any of your orifices. Heard that one when I was doing my med coverage for an EOD course.
Somebody put fucking C4 in
Without a doubt in my mind, I worked with combat engineers and we would play with C4 and they there's always that one dude who's like sitting there cutting the C4 up or whatever. And he's like, I have to have a knife specifically that I use for C4 and a knife that I use for like cutting my MREs and shit. He's like, and I have to make sure I know the difference because like you'll see this motherfucker be sitting there cutting one and then he'll go to like cut the MRE shit and like lick the knife and he'll be like, oh fuck. And then he has to throw the whole MRE away. So yeah, I've seen I've seen people do some dumb shit like that. Engineers can do dumb shit a lot when it comes to C4. Motherfuckers will be sitting there playing with. You're supposed to wear gloves whenever you're messing with C4, but you'll see motherfuckers barehanded all the time.
All the time.
And then go to eat food and not wash their hands. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I mean, C4 is a relatively stable explosive in comparison.
Yeah,
but it still has harmful shit in it.
Would not be me.
Shout out cancer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a lowly little 12 November. I just watch the Bravos play with their explosives, and it just ain't about that life. So, yeah.
So for everybody that's seen a Claymore mine, it does say face front toward enemy, which is printed on every Claymore mine that's ever made. And the response to that was, small things like that are actually really nice. No guessing which side will kill you.
Yeah,
that's true.
Now, I had an argument with I don't know if I'd say EOD instructor when we were going through a course, before, it wasn't even a pre-mob, it was like a little training that we were doing because we were on the next cycle to mob. But it was like, why is that printed on there? And the explanation that I got is when you're in a really stressful scenario, you don't want to be guessing.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, that's probably
and then there's just really dumb people too.
Yeah. And I think that the labeling helps people build up once. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, the stress factor.
Yeah. Because, if you're taking fire and you're securing a building or something like that, and you're placing a claymore essentially to cover an area that you've cleared and you're moving in a large scale building, or I don't know what other kind of scenario, but you're placing a claymore and maybe you're setting up camp or something along those lines. So you place a claymore to protect where you're staying for the night or something along those lines. You want to make sure it's facing the right direction so there's no guessing.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of that has to do with military trying to make stuff as dummy proof as possible.
This next one I have zero experience with. I don't think any of us do, but it says never tow an F-15 aircraft with running engines. And then the only response was, that's expensive.
That sounds like it probably would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like something the Air Force would probably deal with before we would.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But
that's
still,
why I laughed whenever you said we never did. I was like, yeah, for sure.
No dogs in the duty hut. Little backstory. Dog wandered out and shit under the Deputy G4's desk. Discovered when he came to work the next morning and stepped in it.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of like that. When standing sentry on the pier with the shotgun, do not take a smoke break and drop the weapon plus ammo clips into the water. It's better to claim falling in than a smoke break.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, but yeah, fair point. Keep secure your gear. I don't know what to tell you. That's all I got to say about that. All I think about as I'm hearing all these, the only thing I'm thinking about is when McDonald's had to do the caution hot on their coffee cups.
Oh my gosh!
Just thinking about that keeps popping into my head, the face towards enemy, caution hot. If I hand you a hot drink and it feels like it's hot, it's probably hot. But anyway, that just keeps playing in my head.
That or California literally labeling everything as something that may cause cancer.
Oh, I didn't even really know about that, but that's funny.
Well, so anything that has a lithium battery in it, it is required by California law to be labeled that it may cause cancer.
Huh.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, California is just like that. They even like that with privacy and shit. Because U.S. doesn't have a standardized privacy policy the European Union or some shit like that. Yes. But Cali, they got real specific shit they always fucking do. Great. Shout out Cali.
Shout out Cali.
Next. Specific to Fort Polk, you are not allowed to lure, trap, kill, cook, then eat the local gators during FTX or war games.
Wow. I remember you asking me about where Fort
It was
Polk
like, is Fort Polk in Louisiana? Like, I
Yeah,
literally had to ask
fucking-
just to give myself an idea of where it was. So I was like, oh, there are for sure gators in Louisiana.
without a doubt in my mind.
For sure.
That's fucking funny.
Cooking that ass
Which
up.
is wild that some motherfuckers like, and they're probably only getting some blanks, so I don't know what they
I don't
caught
know.
it.
I don't know, man.
Anything's possible.
You
but-
should have a knife, you know.
Yeah.
It just requires two people.
Yeah,
One to
that's
hold
fair.
its mouth shut, right? Anyway.
But that still means that they fucking caught this thing and like killed it essentially barehanded.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
These dudes are.
I don't know if you heard about a Florida man.
Louisiana man.
telling you.
I think I'm more afraid of Louisiana.
Louisiana man might be like that.
Because I seen the show Florida Man, and that dude got his arm bit off. So I'm not really that impressed by.
Fuck. Damn.
I'm not really
I'm
that
sorry.
impressed by.
That just fucked me
Florida
up.
Man.
Ugh.
See, that's what I'm saying. I need both my arms. I don't need both my legs. Like
No, fuck no, man. I think, bro, truth be told, as long as it's not your dominant hand, I think you could part with that shit a lot. Well, dominant arm. I think you could part with that a lot.
Nah.
Your legs affects too much of your daily life, bro. You think this now because you're grateful and blessed to just have these shits every day. But if you didn't have them legs on the daily, bro, bro, going to get something to eat is more difficult without them fucking legs, bro.
Yeah, but we got way too much convenience right now. I could just DoorDash some shit.
Even getting to the door. Getting to the door.
Yeah, I'd be in the wheelchair. The fuck?
Yeah,
Okay.
but then you gotta have, like, you wouldn't be able to live in your current apartment. You wouldn't be able to drive your car. You wouldn't really be able to walk your dog. Like,
But I mean, if I had my right leg, I could still drive my car.
sort of, yes. Anyway, the whole point. All right, so the only response to this comment, let's reel it back in.
Your legs valuable, damn it.
My bad.
Let's reel it back in here. Is this dude says, but it's okay during your off-duty time, correct?
Hey, man.
Fair.
And I was hoping for a response, but there wasn't one.
Shout out that gator meat.
Now, I want
delicious.
more context on this because there is absolutely none. But it says, don't shit in the Cadillac shower.
The Cadillac shower?
I mean, I don't know why you'd shit in any shower. Just saying. But
Cadillac
Sometimes you just gotta waffle stomp that shit down. What are you talking about?
shower? What
Alright,
the fuck does
there
that
are
mean?
so whenever I think of Cadillac, I think of the nicest. So I can only think of a really nice shower, or Cadillac as in a jokey way, saying that like like the vehicle showers, like where they wash the trucks.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those two. It's either the like really nice the shower that everybody wants to use, the Cadillac of
Or
showers,
like a wash rack.
or like a wash rack. It's one or the other.
Yo, shitting at a wash rack is crazy. Yeah, I will say though, I think I told this story, bro. I was hungover as fuck one day, super dehydrated. Bro, we went to a fucking a wash rack, boy, and they had like you could see all the water and shit around the wash rack. Like this was a big one. That motherfucker was just flowing and running. I wanted to drink some of that non-audible ass water
Oh,
like
bro.
a bitch, boy.
Yeah.
I was in that bitch dying, bro. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
That shit sucked, bro. Felt like fucking SpongeBob in that episode.
And the only thing you got left,
Yeah.
and the only thing you got to fucking drink is the beer in the cooler. And it's like, bro, I know it's just going to dehydrate me more or get me drunk again, which will make it even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it'll be good on the front end. I don't know if y'all have ever been that drunk at AT before. If you real hungover, something that'll fix it. Just temporarily getting drunk.
Hair of the dog. Hair of the dog and the baby last night.
Oh shit! What we got?
next one. I saw a sign out in the bush near a body of water. It read, "Do not swim in sewer treatment pond." I feel like that would be common sense in most situations, but
You would
Yeah.
think.
you might not know it's a sewer treatment pond, I guess. So having a sign is nice.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon, hour-long weekend safety briefs.
So like it has to be an hour long? Is that what they're saying?
Well,
Because
so
of
in
all
like
the
it's
dumb
saying
shit?
like a late Friday afternoon, and then receiving an hour-long weekend safety brief.
I mean, yeah, because that's when
So it's
you're
like
most likely-
1700. You're about to get released for the weekend, and they're like hit you with an hour-long safety brief for what not to do over the weekend.
Yeah.
Because somebody did something.
Yeah, because I mean, I might have even said it on the podcast, but my safety brief is the same and it never changes.
Yeah. Smell test.
The smell test. Yeah.
Do not flush burritos down the ship's toilets.
That's fucking funny. I don't know why somebody would do that, but that's fucking funny.
So this reminds me of when I was at AIT. And they had posted pictures in like all the latrines and next to the vending machines at the bottom floor where like the CQ desk was. And everybody in our building had been flushing their trash down the toilet so they didn't have to walk downstairs and go outside to the trash can. And they had a picture of like the treatment area where like all the sewage goes and it's like sorted. And it was filled with like bags of chips, like empty bags of chips and freaking honey bun wrappers and all kinds of shit that you would solely get out of just those vending machines that were in all of the barracks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking mess.
Gotta love it. All right. You can't be enlisted and date or marry officers. Male officers got too mad and lonely. The women officers romantically preferred enlisted men to them, so the armed forces made it punishable under the UCMJ military law to do so. Envy, jealousy, and spite spurred lonely company grade officers to cry to their commanders, boo-hoo, lol.
Huh.
I think there's a little like loophole to that shit, right?
I mean, something about them not falling in your chain of command.
Sort of. So, I mean, if they are an officer, then you essentially like say that you met somebody over like a weekend and you didn't know that they were an officer and they didn't know you were enlisted, right? And that just doesn't really come up in conversation and say that you guys start dating, for instance. You have to get married within 12 months, I believe. Like you have a year to either marry or end the relationship.
Why?
And this is specific to also when, like, say that you're both enlisted and then one of you commissions, you have a year.
That is so fucking stupid.
Yep. I've never heard this before, but that rule is making a little bit more sense. And this is funny. I mean, I'm not saying this is legit or true or anything, but it does kind of give some interesting context.
Yeah, some character to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. That's one way to look at it.
Literally getting responses to this Reddit as we're talking about reading it. Sorry.
I'm fucking weak. That's fine.
Don't
live, guys.
Don't attempt to light your leaky stove in your 10-man winter tent. If you do not attempt to kick it out the door. This happened. He burnt the tent down around him and destroyed his and his other 9 grunts' gear in Norway in the winter. And then a dude responded. He said, heard a story when I joined in the early 2000s where the Australians accidentally burnt down a bunch of transient billeting tents, big 50-plus people tents, at a base in the Middle East. They kept caged chickens as an early warning for airborne chemical weapons and decided to kill and cook them over an open fire when they were leaving the country. This caught their own tent on fire, and it quickly spread to all the nearby tents because they had a kerosene-based weather coating. Nobody was hurt, but a bunch of people lost gear and personal effects if they weren't there to get it out.
That's unfortunate.
Damn, that's rough, buddy.
Oh, yes. I mean, I've definitely stayed on the way to and from Afghanistan. We stayed in the transient tents. Yeah, they're kind of ass. I mean, they look like old World War II tents, so.
Damn.
And just hold a shitload of people, 50 people. So
they need one be. Damn.
Gallons of milk were banned on board my aircraft for a while. Also, hitting the students upside the head with a metal clipboard, and I was the unfortunate cause of that one. I was the student whose head bled a lot. Also, beds in training weren't allowed to be against the window, because I heard someone got drunk and fell out the window.
You know, I 100% believe that.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
can just see a
It's
drunk dude like going to climb up into his freaking bed, and he like puts that one foot up and just falls to the right and falls straight out the window. Yep, I can see that.
That motherfucker lived though. He's a drunk. I want to
Oh, yeah,
know
yeah,
this
you
story
ragdoll.
about the milk though. What was up with the milk?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm assuming
Yeah,
it probably has
gallons
to
of
do.
milk were banned on board my aircraft for a while.
Like what happened with
I
the
can only
milk?
assume the pressurizing of the milk made it. Maybe if you had a gallon of milk and it was sealed, and then the pressure of you going up so high made it.
What did he say for
pop.
a while though? So almost like
So I wonder if it had to be
That was-
treated because maybe like some other kind of a chemical leaked. But I don't know, because like if you look at like a good example, we probably don't see that as much here, but when you go from like a low elevation to like a really high elevation and it's not pressurized, like a chip bag will explode. Same thing with like a soda can, things like that. Like the change in barometric pressure will just cause them to burst. So I wonder if that would be the same for the milk, and maybe it didn't, and that's why.
busted all over.
I don't know. This is interesting. Next one. Not necessarily funny, but don't pitch your tent under a tree. 4 of my dad's friends pitched their tent under a tree during an IFOR, and they looked like a clinical burn scale.
IFOR.
Okay.
Yeah. IFOR.
I don't know what that one means.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, that sucks for them.
My guess would be, well, I'm just trying to think of clinical burn scale. I mean, maybe they got like electrocuted, like struck by lightning or some shit. I don't know. And then one of the most recent ones was alligators in area. Please do not throw rocks in water. Care to guess how 5 of us ended up in a guard shack waiting for a pissed off gator to go back in the water? Oh shit, they put in a fucking news link.
Oh my god.
Oh damn.
Dude, this happened in Charleston.
Oh my
It would happen in
god.
Charleston. It sounds like some shit that would happen in Charleston.
The dude said, I'm not sure if it was Charlie or not, but he was a big one. Considering this happened in the mid-90s, it could have been Charlie or somebody within Charlie's family. So I'm clicking on the link. Hold on. Joint Base Charleston, 600-pound gator drawing visitors daily. Charlie the gator. Dude, that's a big-ass alligator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. Love it. Be at the armory about 5 hours before transport to the range.
Yeah. I mean, we already hit that.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on this. I mean, it all comes down to just hurry up and wait. But, I mean, essentially, somebody showed up super fucking late, or something caused a convoy to be late.
Yeah.
And so now we all show up 5 hours before we're supposed to leave.
Yeah. Everyone's scared of us being late, so we have to be there extra early so that way we can still get there late.
I mean, I loved this. I can't remember where I saw it. It was either TikTok or Instagram. But it was basically like somebody explaining why we show up super early to things in the military. And so it's like you have like a brigade commander telling a battalion commander, "Hey, I need
Just daisy chain.
Yeah, I need everybody in the brigade to be at this location at this time." And say it's like 0600, right? And then the battalion commander then tells the company commanders, "I need everybody to be at this location at this time." And he says like 0530. And then all those company commanders are like, "Okay, so we need to be there by 0530, so we need to tell everybody they need to be there at 05." And so then they tell all their people, like the first sergeants, "Hey, we need to be here at this time." So then all the first sergeants are like, "Oh, we need to be at this location at 05 because they told us 0530, so we need everybody to be there on time." And then all the platoon sergeants tell all their people, "Hey, we need to be at this location at 0445 because we need to be there at 05, so we need to be there 15 minutes early so that we're not late." And then that trickles down to the squad leaders who then tell all their people, and it's like 100% accurate, honestly.
Yeah.
I witnessed this firsthand in that we had like a battalion change of command, or it might even been brigade change of command, And like our first sergeant literally has us all in formation. It's like, oh yeah, the change of command will be at this location. Report time is 12:30. And I walked, like, he was like, all right, platoon sergeants, take charge of your platoons. Our platoon sergeant turned around, and my squad leader was that dude that would just say whatever the fuck was on his mind and had no problem with talking shit. That's why he wasn't allowed into any of the like big company meetings. He would be the only E6 that was not in the company meetings because they would just make him leave because he would try to speak common sense too much. And the platoon sergeant turns around and is like, all right, guys, he said 12:30, so that means be there at 12 o'clock. And we're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, no, he says 12:30, be there at 12:30. And of course, my squad leader's like, why? Hold up, 12:30. And he's like, staff sergeant, like, we'll talk about this offline. He's like, no, we're going to talk about this right now, big dog. Like, why? Like, and that's why he got demoted and then promoted again. Like, that shit like that happens.
Staff sergeant, parentheses D.
Yeah, he might. That might well be. Love that guy.
Oh my gosh!
But he's the realest, man.
I mean, we had a sergeant that was like that, where like he was a relatively newly promoted sergeant that swore that he would never do the same shit to his Joes that was done to him. One of those awesome dudes. And so, like, if we were sitting at drill and we just had absolutely nothing to do, but we hadn't been released for the day, and he'd go ask, like, hey, what do we got left? And they'd be like, oh, we're just waiting on, word from higher, but that's all that we have tasked for today, so we're just waiting for final formation. He would just let his squad go home. He'd be like, hey, I'll cover for you guys, get out of here. Yeah. And I love that dude, man.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, he didn't stay long. Like, they
never do.
essentially forced him out of the unit. Like,
that's that bullshit.
They basically were like, cool, we found you a new home over with, like, the artillery or wherever the fuck they sent him.
Damn.
But, I mean, he's like a master sergeant now, so.
Yeah.
But, all right. Our last comment.
Oh, shit.
Which we will need more context on. So for anybody listening, we want to know more. The TJ rule in San Diego. And I'm like genuinely curious what this is.
Yeah, I never heard of that one.
I haven't either. So I don't know if it's got something to do with like aircrafts or something that the Marine Corps did over at Pendleton or.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or what?
Hey guys. Don't leave us out of the loop so much. Come on, leave us some context.
I know some context would be nice when it comes to some of these ones that, like, we're not going to know because all three of us have solely been in the Army.
That's true.
And have never been stationed in San Diego.
Yeah.
Vacation there, but that's about it.
I mean, for me, a lot of these, like, these have not been, like, super huge ones. Some of them were kind of big ones, but, like, you gotta think there's, like, the helmets is one big one that's just across the military as a whole. And it's one of those rules that kind of somebody fucked up, and now all of us bear the consequences. I mean, you call it consequences to wear a helmet, but it's for your own safety, however you want to deem it. But there are, like, crazy ones. Like, you can go as wide as, like, the Geneva Convention and as small as something based like the TJ, where it really only affects probably, where was it, San Diego or whatever?
Yeah,
it really probably only affects that area. So, like, depending on how you look at it, like, it's not the rule that we're kind of describing here is anything as big or as small as you could think of. So it's kind of just interesting that, like, I really think back to when I was doing detainee ops in Afghanistan, because they showed us those videos of, like, where they were just absolutely terrorizing detainees by using, like, the dogs to, if somebody was scared of dogs, they would, like, bring dogs in and make them bark at them and stuff like that, and, like, forcing them to, like, all strip. I don't know if have you heard these stories?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, they were, like, forcing the detainees to, like, strip down and naked and, like, lay on top of each other and, like, take pictures while they're standing next to them and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Damn.
And, like, of course, we get like a literal, our very first day before we even get assigned our billets. When we get in Afghanistan, they pull all of us into this auditorium and they just start saying, hey, you're not going to do this. You're not going to do this. Dogs will not be involved. Like, this is not going to happen. We're treating these people humanely. And it's like, we had to have an 8-hour briefing because people don't know how to just be decent human beings. Like, I get it. There's a war going on. There's there's still, like, we're still all people at the end of the day. Like, let's at least try. I mean, I get they probably wouldn't even do the same to us. They'd probably treat us like shit and, whatever. But,
we're
the
better
whole
than
point
that.
is we're better than them. Yeah, right? Like, and not all of them, not every detainee we capture is freaking, sometimes it's literally just wrong place, wrong time. Like, the number of people that we would bring in and there would be like interrogate whatever the interrogators would do with their thing, and then we would just release those people because they weren't actually involved, and they just happened to be in an area where we were trying to catch some bad guys, and they got caught up in it, and then we just figure out that they don't actually fucking know anything and might have just been related to somebody, and then we're like, all right, cool, go away, and then we keep the people that are giving us information, shit like that. So, that can be kind of wide, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, one that I was actually kind of surprised didn't get brought up was being required to go to like a new PCS location or go to any military school or military training with 5 copies of your orders.
Oh yeah, I forgot that that's actually a rule. Like, I just completely forgot about it.
Like, that's one of those things. 'Cause it's like, oh, I'm gonna give you 5 copies of your orders, all in the same folder, back to back to back to back. And then, like, I've gone, to every school that I've ever gone to, I've literally received all 5 copies back in the exact same way that I gave them to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Somebody fucked that up.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, that might have been more of when, like, our systems didn't talk as well as they used to, where, like, if you went to a whole nother state or whatever, that paperwork just didn't translate as well, and so you had to have it in hand, and so somebody just showed up and didn't have it in hand, and so we made it a rule, and even though technology's a great thing that's constantly evolving, it was a rule, so it still is a rule, and it just will never change. Like,
Fair.
You can't have an ice cream cone in your back pocket, and I think it's like fucking Kansas or some shit. It's against the law. Some shit like that. Still technically a law, but it's one of those obscure ones that everybody forgot about because nobody cares. Or, like, you can't have your donkey on the road between this hour and that hour.
Yeah.
Even though we use cars now. But, back in the day, we pulled carts with donkeys and horses and shit like that. So
shout out to donkeys.
That's crazy. Anyway. Yeah, there's my TED Talk. All right. 10 dicks. Next question.
10 dicks.
Oh my gosh.
You guys
Alrighty.
know where I got that from, right?
No.
Oh, it's where it's actually like that vet TV thing where they're talking to the guy and they're like, oh, would you rather suck one dick 10 times or suck 10 dicks one time? And the guy's like, man, if you suck the same dick 10 times, that shows a level of commitment, and that's gay. 10 dicks. Next question.
Oh my fucking god. Hey, shout out 10 dicks. Shout out 10
I
dicks.
have heard that actually. I just didn't get the reference.
So that's gonna be my
Just
name.
wanted to be known, you can make the same argument for sucking 10 different dicks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I think this is a flawed logic.
It's 10 different dicks. There's no commitment. I'm not learning
It's
what
a
he
commitment
likes.
to sucking dick, though.
Yeah, but I'm not learning what this one guy likes. I'm just sucking a dick. And
But let's
moving
be
on.
honest. Sucking dick is a pretty straightforward task. It's
Exactly.
a pretty straightforward task.
Exactly. You just suck it.
It ain't a lot of learning specifics. Because for example, given the other type of fellatio, that shit can really vary.
Yeah.
Recipient to recipient. Bruh, sucking dick, bruh.
It's got its own.
Fuck that. Random detour. We doing this. So, I don't like when some people try to brag on or when people just be talking about, eaters. Y'all know what that is, right? Okay. Eaters. That's the coin term for it. All right, so an eater has to be an elite top tier, fellatio enthusiast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're eater. Bro, but it's really not that hard to be pretty competent at sucking dick. It's just not. It's really not.
I mean, have you ever had a really bad blowjob?
Yes.
And have
How
you
many,
had a
how many really
good?
bad blowjobs have you had in your life?
Not very many.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
how many good ones you done had?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Majority.
Okay.
Majority.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
I mean,
but you go ask some females this shit. They give you a very different story.
That's
you know
fair.
why? Because eating pussy is hard. I promise you it is.
It's fair.
So, anybody who gets told that they're like insufficient, I don't have this problem. I'm taking up for y'all, but I'm not a member. If you ever get told you're insufficient at eating that box, just go to the weight room, get some reps in, get some training, okay? You have a harder task. She can suck that dick a lot easier. You can eat that.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that one. It doesn't take much to please me either, so
Yeah. like imagine how creative you can get with sucking dick. You just get balls.
Yeah,
like
some balls.
Suck a ball, fondle some balls.
Yeah, slip the tongue around a little bit.
Shaft, the underside of the shaft. But bro, it's not that.
But I can also say there have been tiers. There's like D tier, C tier.
Ain't no C tier. It goes from literally like F to so maybe C. It goes from like F to CB and then A.
No, I can.
It's two different grades of top.
Bro, I can. Well, okay, yeah, that's fair. Because I was even gonna just put it at just straight up bad to.
Yeah.
I got my nut off to this thing my soul's gone by the time and those are
the competent.
Yeah.
Special grade. That's how that shit goes. Like a fucking jujutsu sorcerer. Special grade. That shit can become special grade. But it ain't a lot of special grades, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just not, bro.
Yeah.
So, I'm saying that. I'm just saying. How the fuck did we get on this? 10 dicks. 10 dicks. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
That's how we got here. 10 dicks.
All right.
10 dicks. 10 dicks, man.
Oh, my gosh.
That being said, 10 dicks. Next question.
So anybody got any closing dicks?
As an old coworker of mine would once said, it's like trying to stick a 7-inch stick in a 4-inch hole.
Okay.
Respectable.
Respectable. Right, exactly. You guys kill me. Alright, well, this one's a little bit shorter, but that pretty much wraps everything up.
we got for our shorter ones, we gotta start doing this. We introduce a banner section. Or we just banter and shit. Get us some extra playtime.
That's fair.
Get some little random shit in there just for fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed the pod. This has been a lovely episode. Please like and subscribe and drop a comment if you guys have something that you'd like us to talk about or something that you enjoyed, want us to do more of, and so on. Check us out on all of our socials. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Reddit. And until next time.
10 dicks.
10 dicks. 10 dicks. Yeah, 10 fucking dicks.